Welcome to the Poshcast. Your host, Emily Darby, and I've got co-host Sasha Snow. And we have the amazing Lorianne Marchese. And we're going to be talking about the power of fitness. Did I say that right?
The power of mindset and how it plays out.
How it plays out.
In the workout.
This is why I have Lorianne on our team. She's been helping us run our Posh Mama Fitness because I am not fitness savvy, or I don't hate me. I just really don't like working out. I know that it's like really not attractive. It's just getting up and like motivating myself to go and work out.
Well, that's why we have Lorianne here.
No, I know. Okay, great. And she's
Hi.
on air all the way from Connecticut. So this is amazing. Thank you for your time and being here.
Well, I'm here to help you guys out, get you guys all motivated and fit. And, I want to say probably a lot of us struggle with getting to that point of working out. So what you're feeling is normal.
Is it normal for you? No, you enjoy it. You love it.
Well, everybody thinks that, but I'm going to be honest with you. I enjoy to work out because how it makes me feel and look, but I do not like working out. And you would think that, I own a gym for 17 years, that it's something that, I love to do, but I complain throughout the whole workout, just like you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do.
I guess that's why they call it working out. You have to like work at it. But like some people like enjoy it. Like every day they wake up at 5 a.m. Like
it's a lifestyle.
I don't know if they actually enjoy it. I think they become addicted to the feeling, and they got addicted to like the lifestyle,
the results,
and just feeling stronger and all that. But during the process of like working out, you do feel pain. Nobody likes to feel pain, but you start to learn that that pain feels good later. And I think that's what makes us enjoy working out.
And you kind of get used to it too. The more consistent you are, I feel like it hurts less. And when you start to see the results, like she said, it motivates you.
Yes, no, it definitely does motivate you once you start seeing that progress and once you start taking those extra steps. And I do have to say, like, when you do stop to work out, because this happened to me actually not too long ago, I just with my schedule and everything for the last like 3 weeks, I have not been able to get a workout in. I've been at the gym teaching everybody else, but myself, I haven't been able to have the time to do it. And I start to feel down. I start to feel like something is off. I feel like almost like my hormones are imbalanced. I feel like almost like not like angry, but like there's something missing out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night I went to work out, and today I feel great. So your body starts to crave you and actually start to push you to get back in the gym.
Nice. We're feeling the pressure on here because it's almost summer and everybody wants to be bikini ready. And I do believe that everybody wants to look good. But it's just like Emily was saying, how do we get our mindset programmed to actually say, you know what, I'm going to start? Because we view exercise and eating healthy almost as like punishment sometimes.
Yes, I would say, as raw as this sounds, but doing this for 17 years and working with women, because I don't work with men, I always tell everybody,
I don't know why I thought
you have to know the reason why you're doing it. That's one. And number two, look at yourself naked in the mirror.
Oof.
How do you feel? Okay, because that's going to tell you whether or not you have to start focusing on yourself.
That's a good one.
And once you do that,
it's terrifying.
You're going to literally be like, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow.
Because
I don't care how perfect or not perfect you are. We all feel always something that can get better or can be, toned or fixed. Like I could look myself in the mirror, and I've been working out since I've been 16 years old. And I always find something that I could be better at. I could have maybe my booty look a little bit better. Maybe my tricep look like a little bit better. There's always something that can be improved for you to feel more comfortable to get into that swimsuit. So, I would say that's probably my personal best advice, because that's what I've given to a lot of my females. And I've trained over like 1,500 women over the course of 17 years.
And I can testify that is true. It actually happened to me about maybe I want to say 3 weeks ago. I had got out of the shower and I'm looking at myself in this full length mirror. And when I have clothes on, people always compliment me, oh, like you have such a nice figure because I'm thin. But just because you're thin doesn't mean that you're fit. And I was looking at how flabby like my bottom side has gotten and the cellulite and my arms are starting to jiggle.
Sorry.
No, you can. It's okay.
No.
And I'm like, I really need to do something because like my skin is looking so flabby. This is not attractive. So that will motivate you.
You're married, which is great though.
Yeah, but
Not that you let it, but just.
But I want to do it for myself.
No, I
feel
agree.
confident.
Absolutely. Just imagine.
And believe it or not,
me.
husbands do like a nice booty.
Of course.
You have no idea how many husbands have tried to sign up their wives at my gym.
Really?
my
Where they
gosh.
come and say, hey, I got to get a gift card. Maybe it's going to motivate my wife. And
I know what it's gonna get them, but it's not motivation.
Booty.
Are they happy though, or are they insulted?
Well, some women get insulted, I got to say. And then some women don't. So I feel like as a woman, like, and I know many women are like, oh, it's so insulting or this, that, my husband should love me for who I am. And that is right. They do need to love you for who you are. But at the same time, I feel like they're also trying to help you out at the same time because it's going to help your man feel good. And he's going to help you feel good.
It helps with intimacy
Men are
as well, if you
visual,
like
yeah.
what you see. And this is an important question. The men that have come in to buy those certificates for their wife, what do they look like? How is their fitness level?
I have seen it both ways where they're not fit whatsoever, but they want a hot bombshell.
Yeah, they
And I
can
look at
kiss
them
my
and I'm like,
ass.
That is so
yeah, they
wrong.
can kiss my ass. That twice. I'm getting
And I've
mad.
seen it the other way around too, that the husband is super fit, super, super fit. And they'll even cook meals for their wives.
I mean, that's
and
nice.
prep for them and do everything possible to get her to be strong. I personally don't think it's wrong for a man to do that. We all feel a different way. I look at it as he's trying to help you elevate in life. So try not to look at it as like a negative thing. He's trying to help you look good, feel good for him, yourself, and everyday life. Like when it comes to, like say when it's summertime, he's getting you ready to feel good for summer. So look at it as like a positive thing,
Yeah, not view it through a negative lens. But I feel like
Right.
if he's at that level too and he's into, being fit, it's more understanding. But if not, he needs to measure himself with the same ruler.
I think they both need to go to the gym at that point.
Exactly. Go get a membership for yourself too.
Lorianne, and
Exactly.
why
I
did
agree
you,
with that one.
Lorianne, how did you know that you wanted to do a gym for women and not for both co-ed?
So when I was like 16, I, joined a gym and I was struggling with trainers, like getting advice on how to get fit. And I was just getting crazy advice from different male trainers. I hired a male trainer because I started to get into fitness competitions. And the first male trainer that I had, he actually depleted me a lot. He gave me no carbs, no fruits, like no breads, nothing besides chicken and asparagus. And to this day, I hate chicken and asparagus because of that. And I was so malnourished. So I went to dental hygiene school after that. And throughout dental hygiene school, I had to take nutrition and science and all that. I had to learn like the body. So then when I graduated hygiene school, I started making my own meal plans because in college we had to learn how to make these, and I made my own meal plan and I was winning all these fitness competitions like Miss Bikini New York, Miss Model New York. Then I became a WBFF pro. Then I got top 3 in the world in fitness, all with building my own plans. So I was eating fruits, sweet potatoes, bread, brown rice pasta, proteins, you name it. I even had, I'll never forget, a blueberry pie the week before I stepped on stage, like half of it. Okay. And women need carbs. And you have no idea how many women have come to me because they're traumatized by men, like male trainers, because
You can
they
say they're
take
traumatized
away-
by men. It's fine. You could also say that.
Yeah.
That's a different. Sorry.
So they're like
Okay.
traumatized, by carbs because these male trainers take away the carbs. That works for a male's body because they're like cavemen. They can eat literally protein and nuts, and they're fine, and vegetables. We have hormones, periods. We have a lot going on in our bodies that men don't, and we need that energy to get our period. We need that energy,
That's
you know,
valid.
for our hormones and everyday life. It's just, it's a different body. So I then was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just, you know, keep training myself. And then what ended up happening was a lot of women were like, hey, can you train me? Can you train me? And Body Construct really came because one client asked me to train her, and I'm like, where? You know, and I trained her in my basement, and then it was like one friend after a friend. Then 6 months later, I decided to open up my own little thing, and this little gym in my basement ended up being this, you know, massive like corporation now, you know, that's, you know, we train over 100 women a month.
Wow. That's
That's
fantastic.
Yeah. And nutrition is a big factor in seeing results. A lot of people don't think about that part. I have a friend who we used to work out together, and it was so hilarious to me. She never would see results, but right after a workout, she would be like, okay, so where are we going? Cold Stone, Chick-fil-A. She would want to eat the most junkiest food just because she felt like that was a prize for her to, you know, eat unhealthy. And I think a lot of women struggle with that. What would you recommend that we should be eating pre and post workout to see the best results?
So I got to say with that, that you can never you can never outbeat a bad diet, and you can also never cheat, you know, on your workout. So it's just like a marriage, right? And going for fast food after workout, you know, I've seen Dunkin', I've seen a lot of, you know, things that happen after a workout. So you have to control your calories in order to burn. So you want to keep your calories down so that way you guys can lose weight, right? So before a workout, I always tell girls like you should have like an apple with like peanut butter, or even like, you know, a can of tuna with like a slice of gluten-free bread. And you want to have that maybe like, you know, 45 minutes before the workout. And then after the workout, I always recommend to have a shake, like protein, BCAAs, and fruit and water, because that's going to recover and repair your body, which will lead to more fat burn, more muscle tone. That is probably the most important thing after you work out. And I can't tell you how many people do not have a post-workout shake after their workout. So their body is just slowly like repairing, which means the results are slowly coming. So post-workout, immediately after your workout, within 30 minutes while your muscles are ripped.
And another misconception is that many women are afraid of lifting heavy weights because they don't want to look masculine. And it made me think when you were talking about the trainer that you had and how, you know, he was depleting you with the carbs and everything. I feel like when you do lift weights, it's when you get the best results. But why do people, you know, think that way? Why are they so afraid of it?
Because what happens is when somebody and this happens to me like all the time in the gym. Girls are afraid to lift weights because they think that they're going to get big. And what's going to create you getting bigger is that you work out, you're lifting heavier, and then you're going and getting fast food right after your workout. So what happens is you're bulking now. You are literally tacking on the calories with your nutrition, which is bad nutrition, and then you're lifting heavier in the gym. So that's how you bulk. Now, if you want to bulk, then sure, increase your calories, increase your weights, and that's how you're going to get bulky. But if you have a good, tight, you know, diet, you could lift heavier. So what I do in the gym is, because I know not every girl, you know what I mean, is going to be on a perfect diet. So I give them challenging weights, but I also incorporate cardio, and I try to do like kind of like a medium weight because I want them to also chisel their body. So more reps, lighter weight will actually create more muscle tone and chisel the body down a little bit more. I usually will tell girls to like lift heavier if they're like really, really thin, which takes a while because they're very thin to begin with. But I would say the best thing to do is cardio and weights all in one, and keep your weights medium, and just keep a healthy lifestyle and nutrition. You don't have to go strict. You can still have fun, but try to find like a little balance. We're having fun on the weekend, but you're eating
Yeah.
clean during the week.
Like a cheat meal is okay once in a while, but just not every day, especially after a
Oh yeah, I
workout.
cheat all the time. I cheat on the weekends. I have chicken wings. I'll have pizza. But you know what? Monday through Friday, I keep it fresh and I keep it clean. You won't see me having chicken wings or cake or drinking during the week. So I have a routine. And once your body establishes that routine, it knows that on the weekend, she'll have fun. Monday through Friday, she's strict. And that's how you keep your body nice and maintained. Do I gain weight sometimes, like 5 pounds? Yes. But then I know to check myself and say, you know what? No cheats this weekend. No drinking this weekend. And I'll stop for like 3-4 weeks.
Got it. And I have a question for you. I know you're a working mom, you run a successful business, you're a very busy woman. How do you fit exercising into your routine?
It is hard because I'm always in the gym and it's hard for me to get a workout in. But I try to do about 3 workouts a week. I'll be honest, it doesn't mean because I'm a trainer that I can just walk in and just train myself. So I have a lot in my mind because I run a business. I own my own home. I own everything that I have. I have a lot of pressure on myself. So the last thing that I want to do is train myself. So what I do is I schedule during the week times where I'll go in and I'll step into one of my classes that one of my other trainers are doing and take their workouts. Like last night, my trainer Tracy, she was teaching isotone class, and I went in at 5:30. I walked in as a client. I wasn't wearing my shirt, and I did her class because I don't want to have to think. I don't have the energy to think for myself because all I do all day is take care of everybody else, my daughter, my life, and I'm tired. So I will make sure to schedule times that will not interrupt my workout. And if you don't do that, it's never going to happen. Could I take a client and make money, say last night at 5:30? Yes, I could have. But it's going to have to be another time. So I schedule another time for that client. And if that client can't make it, then I lose the client. It is what it is. Like, what am I going to do? I have to take care of myself too.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
So
it's about time management and sometimes putting yourself as a priority.
You have to, because if you don't, you're not going to feel good and you can't perform. And as a business owner or anybody that's, like you want to be a better mom, better owner, or be better at your job, you need energy. In order to have energy, you got to take care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself, you produce better in all areas of your life.
I could not agree more with that. So, Emily, you know what you have to do tonight when you get home? You have to look in the mirror, motivate yourself.
I was like,
we got to follow through with everything just in time for summer.
I've already, Lorianne knows. I have done probably, so not many people knew this, but I guess in my last year of college, I did have a personal trainer, and his name's Kev. What was his name? Ken Wawa. He's big time. I don't know. He does all those big bikini competition stuff, and he was so mean to me. I mean, if I was late, he would make. Oh, it was just horrific,
like military style.
Yeah, he was like a drill sergeant. But I mean, I can't even imagine. I mean, I look at pictures now. I'm like, how was that me? I was completely chiseled. I mean, it was like a whole other life. Right?
Well, he delivered results. But
he did. They do deplete you. I remember I had to eat like a chicken breast with honestly, I think it was asparagus too, with like nothing on it. And anyway, but that was a whole other life. That was a whole other me. And then after that, you fast forward, then you have a kid, and then I mean, I've tried every class you can think of, and it always starts the same. Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
And then within like the third class, I'm like,
you get bored.
I don't want to go. I love running. That I do like. The problem that I don't have a place to really go running, and you think, well, you live in Naples, but it's like you got to get in the car, and then I've got to like drive a specific place, and then do the running, the jogging there. I used to like living in a neighborhood where I could just kind of jog, right? Yeah. And feel safe too. There's that That's aspect as being a woman, and then you got to So it's just it's finding the time.
So you enjoy outdoor activity more than like being in a gym?
I love just running outdoors. Okay. And I don't want to like join like a running club because again, I do run a kind of like Lorianne. We're around people for what we do for our living. Like I run a women's club, and my time. I don't want to socialize when I'm outside of work. I just want to run alone.
You're burnt out.
I don't want to chat. I don't want to go for a beverage after.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do small talk. I want to like work out and then I want to go home. So it's finding that meeting. Like, Lorianne, you got to open your gym down here.
Oh, that would be amazing.
And I know, like she
That would be amazing. I need a
she's-
partner. Somebody has to invest into me.
I know. And I just, Lorianne, she's doing all her Posh Mama fitness stuff and just even getting the girls here motivated and finding locations to have her. I mean, that has been really problematic. But we don't have a gym. We have, what is it? I'm not going to name it because I don't want problems, but we do have a gym that's made for women here, but it's not the right setup. It doesn't have the equipment. It's just not the same.
I think a lot of it has to do too with like colors of the gym, trainers, like motivation, keeping the workout different like all the time.
All
like,
your trainers, are they
into my
female?
class.
All your trainers are female, or do you have male trainers? They're all female.
They're all females.
Okay, cool.
I like that. Yeah.
Because I want to create a comfortable environment for them.
Bingo.
Where they don't feel, shy with their bodies or uncomfortable or feel intimidated, because it's just us, there's nobody but women, like nobody's staring at you. We help them out because you want them to be and feel like the best versions of themselves. And I think the most important part and I think why our gym has been so great for so long is because the motivation that we bring on the floor as a trainer. We're like 3, 2, 1, like, let's go. You got this. Like, you're like, your neighbor's moving, you can do it. And I'm walking around and I'm fixing and I have loud music and it feels like a club.
Love that.
Doesn't make them feel like they're in a workout. It's just,
we don't have anything like that here.
No, it's
we
kind
don't.
of boring.
No, or it's on you. And it's, there's like different gyms, and again, we get requests and invites all the time. I love Pilates. I'll go to Pilates, but again, within a few months, I need a break. It's
you need to try like a different routine or change it up a little bit.
Yeah,
and that too is like a different energy.
That's
so I think
it's a completely
people
different
have to
energy
see where their energy fits better.
No, it fits. I like the way that she does things, and the high energy, the music, the atmosphere. There's no time to chit chat and none of that.
No,
it's like you get
time.
in and you get out, and like I really do like that. But yeah, no, I mean, so what? In order to get Body Construct here, you would need to find a partner or an investor. What you're thinking?
Yeah, I probably would have to find a partner, an investor. I mean, I can, fly out and stuff, but I would definitely need a partner because we'd have to hire, some trainers. I need someone to help.
What's the square footage? What's your square footage of the gym that you have now?
Right now it's the most 5,000 square feet.
Great.
But it's split into 2 rooms. We have personal training side, and then we have regular, gym classes. We have 2 different memberships that are going on at the same time. 2 different styles, but it's all in one, split into 2. But we don't really need 5,000 square feet. We could just do the regular Body Construct program, which is probably do it within 2,000 square feet. We come in, we set it up black and pink, and that's it. Like, I would give all the programs. I have the software. I have everything to like run it. I would need a partner basically to help me run it.
Mm-hmm.
And are there any limitations in terms of like following the workouts? Let's say you just had a baby. Is there a certain amount of time that you should wait before starting with the workout routine?
I would say that so whenever the doctor will let you, when usually it could be anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. And then after that, you're able to work out. But yes, there's going to be some limitations as far as like your abs go. So what I normally do is I modify their abs. So even though everybody on the floor is doing bicycle crunches and leg lifts, I'll have her doing something else. And I kind of will speak to her a little bit one-on-one. So she has like an understanding of what to do when we go into abs. And that's what makes our company so wonderful, is because we make those little adjustments, for each woman. And even if they are pregnant, there's no jumping. And even though some people are not high risk, we still treat every girl as high risk.
As if she was.
We don't allow jumping or running. even though it's okay to run, in my gym, I don't allow it. I just say you can walk, you can go on the bike, you can go on the rower or the Stairmaster. I just take that part away. There's no box jumps, but you could do step ups. So there's always something that you can do in replace of something else.
And keeping fit, even if it's just a little bit, steps here and there, walking throughout pregnancy, it makes the, what they say, the bounce back so much more easier. Because
I bounced back in 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Yep, 3 months. But my uterus took a little while. That I would say it finally went back maybe after a year.
How old is she
still
now?
had like that little bump.
How old is your daughter?
She just turned 8.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, 8 years old.
Whenever she comes down, I do need to get her together with mine. Mine's 7,
Yeah, she'll
but
love
she's
it.
such a young 7.
She's mature.
Yeah.
But she looks like a baby still. I know she still has like baby face, and I want it to stay like that for so long. But
They'll always be.
I know Ariana too. Same like little babies. I'm like, I want one more kid.
I do too. I'm running out of time. These guys can't get their shit together quick enough. It's pissing me off. That's another episode.
Yeah.
Well, you're a lot younger than me, so I think I have less time than you.
I don't think so. You told me your age, like when we chatted. I think we were in high school together.
I'm 40.
Yeah, so am I.
You are?
I'm turning 40 this year, so we're kind of in the same boat.
Really?
Yeah, 2002, baby.
I thought you were like 34.
Oh, that's so
33.
sweet. No, thank you. No, no, I turned 40 in August. And yeah, so I mean, I have a lot of decisions too that I have to make. Like I'm in that thing of, do I freeze my eggs? Is it worth it? Do I just, keep praying that something happens? I don't know.
I'm in the same boat. I'm like, I feel guilty like that I never had another one, and it always sits in my heart.
Me too.
It's like
we just
awful
did this.
Feeling.
We just did a little event with the horses, the miniature horses, and I don't know why. There's this one picture. They took Polaroids of all the kids, and for some reason, this one Polaroid that sits in my living room makes me really sad, and it's her by herself with this little horse, and I don't know why. It's like
subconsciously
it kills me. I'm like, she should have a sibling, and I know that she should, and I just it just irks me that. I think it irks me too, being that we're so type A that, we can do everything ourselves, but there's this one thing that we can't do on our own, where it really does include a significant other, and it's very frustrating.
Because you want to.
You want something so bad, and it's just
sad.
It's horrible. And it just,
when she turned 8 years old last February, this past February, I was bawling my eyes out because I was seeing all these photos of her, like as a baby, like on my chest.
Yeah,
when I gave birth, and I remember crying, like even when I had her, and and now I cry even more because I'm like, I always wanted like that second one, and she shouldn't be by herself.
I was just talking about this today to my best friend, because she always checks up on me, and she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, things just aren't right. Like I'm not even talking about career. It's just, I thought for her, this is so away from the fitness power, but it all, I guess, it's motherhood.
It connects.
It all connects. I just figured she would have had a nuclear family. And because I grew up with my mom and my dad, and, there's 3 siblings, even if we don't always get along, we're always there. This world is so difficult, and the idea of her having to deal with life on her own when I'm not on this earth anymore, just like, I'm like, no, this is not going to happen. So I don't even know where I'm going with this.
I think it's our own expectation. When you went into motherhood and you had her and she was a baby, you already had probably envisioned.
I thought I was going to have 3 kids.
The family that you wanted.
And then I had the one. I was like, wow, that was a lot of work. I don't know if I could do that 3 times. But I really thought that I was going to have the other one. And gratefully, thankfully, I didn't, because obviously things didn't pan out.
Yeah.
But I really thought, like I'm running out of time. There's that weird time thing going on. So I need to think. I've like literally been going back and forth whether I'm going to freeze. That's a whole other.
There's options. That's the good thing. And women are having children a lot older, and everything I hear is wonderful. They're more prepared, they're more mature, they're more
Yes.
patient. They enjoy raising
Yeah.
that child so
And
much
they want to be a
more.
big sibling. Like me and my sister are 7 years apart, and my brother and I are 9 years apart. So to me, everyone's like, "Oh, but she's already so." I don't
That's
care.
nothing.
I'm still close to my siblings, and we have quite an age difference. But but the snapback bounce thing.
Oh, that scares
When
me.
I'm at 33. I mean, it took me 2 years to kind of feel myself. I can even look at pictures and see that
the difference.
I don't even look the same. Your body goes through so much. So I'm thinking, how am I going to do that again? So I thought
You don't
about
have to worry about that
surrogacy.
part. I'll take care of you.
There you go.
Thank
that
you.
part.
Thank you. I mean, I got that. I
3
got her.
months
I
of
got Dr.
snapback.
Sweeney.
You
I got
see?
Terry Suter. I mean, yeah, you would think by
But
now
it's
that
true. Even our face changes.
my nose looked, so that's, it scares me, the postpartum of now, what that would look like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, and I do have, luckily I have a great team that would, support me with that, but it is a lot. A lot.
It's something to think about. You just have to look at, both scenarios. And if it didn't happen, would I be okay with that? And
No.
just,
No.
No.
That's
Well,
the
then
thing.
that's your-
No.
that's
And
your
it's funny
answer
that me and
then.
Lauren, it's good because a lot of my friends are like, one and done, they're good. And then I have other friends who are like, no, I've accepted it. I will not accept it. It's like not, if I go on a date and the guy's like, I don't want, it's not even, it's like such a deal breaker. For me, it's a red flag. A guy that doesn't want kids, like, why wouldn't you want to surpass like your legacy? Like, what do you do? What are you working? What are you building for?
especially if he hasn't had them yet.
No,
That's not who you
weird.
want to raise a family with either.
Unless he can't, then that's a whole medical
Of
thing.
course.
But the ones that physically can, but just don't want to, it's like they have Peter Pan syndrome. Like, I'm out. Like, that's weird.
Have you ever thought of adoption or having someone like a surrogacy process carry it for you?
Surrogacy, 100%. I would love to do that. But how do I bring that?
Because that, I mean, at least
That's
you wouldn't
even
have
more.
to go through the
No, I
process
would.
of
That
your-
would be my dream, would be to have a surrogate. That would be my dream. But how do you even approach that and let people know that? That's going to take a specific person
Yeah.
to really understand me. And
But if
what
he's
comes
accepting
with that.
of you, he knows your personality, he's going to know that that's a given because you don't want to put yourself through that. Call it vanity, call it whatever you want to, but they should respect that. That's just part of, who you are. Paris Hilton did it. A lot of celebrities do it.
I know. It's there's a lot to think about. Is there
What
anything
happens
else?
when you reach 40?
Huh?
Said that's what happens when we start to reach 40. We
It
have
just
to look back
happened.
and
I swear I was just 20 something thinking I had so much time. And I'm like, what?
no.
Then you blinked your eye.
That happened to me too. Like as soon as I hit 40, that's when I was like, oh my God, like, do I have a chance of having a baby? If you asked me at 37, 38, I was good. I was like, no, I'm good. I mean, it sat in my heart, but I was good.
Yeah.
As soon as I hit 40, that's it. I was like, where did time go? I'm like,
And that's the
oh my
thing
God,
too.
I
You got to
actually do
think
want a
about
baby.
that when you're in a relationship. If it's not working, Lorianne, you can't give another year. You know what I mean? Like there's none of that. There's not
Yeah.
some heavy stuff.
I think it's also the biological nature of it. I have two. My oldest is going to be 14 in a few days. And I'm about to turn 40. I turned 40 at the end of this year. And don't ask me why. About a year ago, I started feeling this pressure. Like I want a third one. I kind of always did, but I pushed it off because I have one of each. I'm good. But getting close to 40, it's like, it's now or never. And I started feeling really anxious about the whole process. But in my case, I don't know about you girls, but in my case, I think it's because I have a teenager that's kind of like pulling away from me. And I don't know if I really want another baby or I just miss. And wish I could go back and like raise the ones I have again. And
Possibly,
so I'm
yeah.
struggling with that because it's a decision that you want to be, 100% sure of. I don't know.
I wish I had to. I mean, just the idea, like, was that it? That was, I'll never experience that again. Like, just, it's not even, I'm going to have
It's
another
painful.
one. I don't want to accept it and I will not accept it. So, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gosh. How about we go on something lighter? Yay.
Yeah.
Let's.
Well, this is,
How do we wrap it up
motherhood
good?
raw,
It
unplugged.
is. Yeah, it
This
is.
is what it's about. So how do we close this up? No, but it's true. This is what it's like. Things
Well,
happen.
you think about fitness. I always think about it. I'm like, if I were to do it, the aftermath, because
Of
I knew at
course.
33 how hard it was for me. I mean, and there's also a lot of scary stuff. Obviously, that's why they call it. I don't even want to say the word because they make you sound like you're the crypt
I
keeper when you have a
know,
kid now. But
geriatric pregnancy.
I hate that
Ew.
word. Ew, it's so bad.
But
me
I
to
was
cringe.
geriatric at 32.
Really?
They treated me the same way.
But
Yeah.
it's supposed to be
At
35
32.
and
It's
over.
35. What are they doing up in Connecticut?
What?
No, they did it with me at 32. They called me geriatric pregnancy. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
at 32?
I couldn't
like,
have a
that's
kid
crazy.
in my 20s. I wasn't ready
That was a
mentally.
mistake.
I wasn't ready at all mentally in my 20s.
I definitely would be more ready now. I think I'm calmer. I
Mhm.
think I'd appreciate it more now. Because you went through some challenges in life and stuff.
And
And
now we know what to expect too. There's so many things. You're like,
Yeah.
holy hell, what was that?
Mhm.
So there's, what works. What bottles worked. What this works. What you're not
yeah,
going to do.
you're not gonna figure it out.
Yeah, it's. I don't want to say it's a breeze because it's not. I heard having the second is very difficult, but it's. You're so much more knowledgeable. It's just like.
It comes easier.
But we
Mhm.
also have 2 daughters, you know what I mean, that are older that will feed and change like all
She's
like the
asking
diapers
me.
and the clothes.
She doesn't know how babies are born, so she's just like, well, I want a sibling, so why can't we have a sibling? And I'm like,
Yeah.
she doesn't quite understand. So, yeah, it's been.
And girls are nurturing, so I do feel like they would help out a lot.
Oh, she's wonderful. But anyhow, we went back on this. How do we end this?
Moving
Well, this is
on.
why
let's
fitness is
see.
super important, right?
Oh Lord.
Well, if you're thinking about having a second or a third, you can contact Lorianne. She will help you with the bounce back. She'll help you
Yes.
throughout it, post pregnancy. She's got you covered.
Amazing.
Yes, and this is why fitness is very important for our health, to stay strong mentally and physically. Pre-baby, after baby, I got you.
And menopause too.
So-
Then we got to deal with that. That's
All
always
bases.
that's so fun. Amazing. Yay. Being a mom and a woman is just so amazing.
I'm not looking forward to that. It's like if I were to have a third baby, I'm thinking I'm going to need like a tummy tuck and a facelift all at once.
And that's for the next episode. All right. Thank you, Lorianne, so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And we appreciate you so much. Thanks again.
It's been very fun.
You're welcome. I'll see you guys soon.
Sounds good. All right. Be safe. Bye.
Bye.